Should not mean
I told y'all when we came into the year that Bryce Young was going into a crappy situation. So I'm not expecting him to do good in a crappy situation. Wait. I'm not saying he wasn't bad because he still was. But there are other factors that contributed to Bryce Young being trash, whereas Quentin Johnson, that's 100% on him.
In the redraft, where does Will Levis go?
He goes at
not four.
Where does he go? Where does he go?
Hold on. He goes at the bottom of the first round.
That works. Because
niggas was trying to say he still wasn't going first round, and that's mind-boggling.
No. I said he wasn't going 4 and he wasn't going over Bryce.
I don't think it's great. Off a redraft. I know Bryce. I don't think it's crazy to say to put Will at 4.
I think it is because off a redraft he didn't show you that much to be at 4.
I was about to say, see, this is the problem. Hold on.
He did not show you enough to be at 4. He didn't.
Wait, hold on. This is the problem that I have with this whole conversation. Because this is why when certain individuals was talking about, oh, he's the next John Elway, I was like, hold the fuck up. Like, y'all was doing way too much. Way too much.
Yeah, they were.
Because I get it. He had a great first start. Them dudes, specifically one DeAndre Hopkins, I don't know why they decided not to cover him that day, but they decided not to cover him that day. And you saw the result. It's a great first start. I love that for Will Levis. I don't want him to fail, but let's not act like because he had one good game against a team that just decided not to cover a receiver that, oh, this was enough for us to be, hey, maybe we should have taken him in the top 5. No. Point blank, period.
Shut up. Like, did you not put AR-15 over him?
No, there is no argument. No.
Yes.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Did you not put Will Levis in the redraft over AR-15? Did you not do that, Trent?
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Who did that shit?
Are you sure? Because no,
AR went top 3.
No.
He did go to Houston. In the redraft,
we just did a redraft.
No, in the redraft, he went to Houston. Okay.
AR-15.
Will Levis at 4.
It was Bryce. Bro, it was Bryce. I mean, not Bryce. CJ went number 1. You picked Will at number 2. Who went number 3? Oh my God.
AR-15 went 3.
AR-15 went number 3, and then I picked Will.
And then you put Will Levis at 4, which to me is crazy. To me, that's crazy. In a redraft, Will Levis, I'm not.
Why would you put Will Levis at 4?
Okay, so here's my thing, right? I wasn't really thinking about.
He's not even over Bijan or what's it called?
Okay. So number 4, the Colts needed a quarterback, and of course, we think about hindsight 2020. Nobody thought Gardner Minshew was going to have the year that he did. And in second, I'm thinking based off this season. So I'm thinking we're talking about like how people play because people's stocks are going to plummet, people's stocks are going to go up.
Like Carter
Puka went top 5 in the what's his name in the redraft that we did. So I'm thinking
Puka could have been over.
They would have sat. They would not have wasted a top 4 pick because even though y'all know me, I was the biggest AR. I wasn't an AR fan at all actually, but at least I could understand why he got put in 4. Because they were banking on
and then also
and all that, and Shane Steichen, who just came from Jalen Hurts. Y'all were telling me all the time. He just came from Jalen Hurts, so he could do the same thing with AR. Will Levis game? Will Levis? No, bro. I don't care what he did.
Yeah, we're not going to gas up for Will Levis to be a top 5 pick in a redraft for 2024. Like, there's too many people to be over him. Jordan Addison, I'm picking over him. I'm not even gonna hold you. So what the hell?
It's like they would just sit and wait because Will Levis, like Trey said, would go late first round. If that for real, it's if that for real as well. How many quarterbacks back then? Exactly. How many people need
to understand the fit too? They're not gonna take a tight end at number 4.
Of course,
bro. You're not picking Will Levis over him, even though he had
Indianapolis, they could have got. They would in a redraft. They would never pick Will Levis.
You're acting like they were picking tight ends over Will Levis regard, like in the draft. What are we talking about?
We're talking about like the specific team that the Colts. They drafted the quarterback.
Will Levis didn't have a crazy great year.
That would be fucking.
Why would you take Will Levis, who didn't even have this crazy of a year, over Sam Laporta, who had a crazy rookie outing? What are we talking about?
What the fuck? If that's the case, then
what the hell are you talking about? That's right.
He wouldn't go top 4.
Who?
There's so many people you could have put in that.
I'm not even telling you for top 4. I'm telling you Will Levis. I'm telling you people to pick over. Jahmyr Gibbs should be over. I don't even care if what's his name is there. Gibbs, Jalen Carter, Bro, what are we talking about?
Well, at the time they were even thinking about getting rid of JT. Like they were dealing with the whole contract dispute. So if we're going to do it from
True.
time,
yes,
that's fine then. That Bijan can go over him. That's fine. But we talking about just what happened.
All I'm saying is this, because I've specifically from this platform and folks around it, I need people to slow down on the Will Levis. I don't want to say love, but like the overhype
hype train.
Yeah, the hype train for dude need to slow down. He's okay. But he ain't what folks was talking about after that first game. Like he had that one game and people just forgot that he went right back to being normal Will
average.
Levis. Like he
wasn't good.
He went back to being the same dude. He was really special in a couple of throws, and then at the end of games or in critical situations, you would watch him and you would be like, dog, why in the hell did you do that? And then you realize he's older than every other rookie quarterback that he came in with. Like, he's the old head out of all of them. He couldn't beat out Sean Clifford, my guy. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
yeah, we're not gassing up Will Levis, yo. Like, let's just not do this bullshit.
I'll probably say the craziest pick, though. I'll probably say the craziest pick when we did this redraft. Let me look. I mean, honestly, when this redraft, this shit wasn't even that bad.
The Joey Porter hype train got a little out of hand.
Yeah,
but Joey Porter's like that, though, so I understand why he
Joey Porter is cool.
But having him top 10 in a redraft is nuts.
I think Deontay Banks is better than him.
It ain't no think. He is.
Trey. They had Porter over Spoon.
Huh? All
right.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem I be having with people. People want to nah.
They didn't have people. Spoon went number. I think we originally Spoon went 5, and then we of course the PC way nigga. We always still like if we had to do one change to a pick, I forgot what happened. I think Spoon dropped down a little bit.
There's no way I'm dropping Spoon. I'm sorry. Like Spoon was worth that pick in every sense. Like, look,
okay.
The Seahawks got a lot to work on in the offseason, but the one thing that they can honestly like hang their hat on,
they got one.
You got one. Like, and the crazy thing is, it don't like that kid is so good and he's so versatile. It don't necessarily matter where you play him. Like, if they decided one day, cool, we gonna move you to safety, he can do that too. Like, I promise you, it would be a slight adjustment period, and he'd figure it out. So, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we gotta relax, yo.
Most NFL deserving. I wonder how we gonna do it.
So, there's not too much to talk about. I told y'all, DeMar Hamlin didn't win the comeback player of the year. So thank God for that. You know, like I said,
chill with the thank God. Though, just keep damn, bro. Let him rock.
It's not.
I gotta be thank God.
Man, you act like he care about winning that award.
But I'm saying though, like you could just like, okay, we glad that he didn't win. Thank God, it's crazy, bro.
Because it would have been.
It should have gone to Joe Flacco.
It would have been disgrace. Why should it be Baker? If anyone, it should have been Matthew Stafford. He's the one that fits the mold. Did Baker get hurt last year? I don't think he did.
I mean, bro, the criteria for comeback player of the year is either your ass the year before or you had an injury. So
yeah,
I mean,
Gino won it. Gino won it.
And I can see why Baker could have been.
Yeah, but Baker was playing.
I don't think Gino should have won last year. I don't think Gino should have won last year. I think it should have been.
I'm fine with Gino winning because he wasn't playing.
It should be a most improved and then a comeback player.
Bro, if what's his name? If what I was about to say, if DeMar Hamlin had actually like played some solid football, he would have had it on lock. But he's just a rotation player.
If they didn't do the fake punt,
I thought they was going to do.
I
thought they was going to do the 2020 Alex Smith route, because Alex Smith actually had a solid season, and we all know that injury had almost actually killed him. So yeah, he deserved that. But yeah, DeMar Hamlin, buddy had like a tackle or two. Like, yeah, I see why he. If he played some solid football, yeah, he would have won it for sure. But
Joe Flacco definitely, he is the guy that definitely deserved to win it. So I'm happy that he won it. But really, my main issue with everything that the awards that happened, is mainly the MVP. This is the one year that the MVP shouldn't have gone to a quarterback at all. It should have went to Tyreek Hill or Christian McCaffrey. There's nobody in the whole entire league that performed, no quarterback in the whole entire league that performed better than CMC or Tyreek Hill. Or if you just want to be real, the DPOY could have been the one that won MVP this year. The fact that you just gave it to because this is why I hate this bullcrap excuse of, oh yeah, MVP is always they're going to give it to a quarterback. They don't always give it to a quarterback. So let's not give that BS excuse. Well, it's always going to go to a quarterback. No, it's not always the quarterback that always gets the MVP.
I just think you gotta understand, you gotta understand, like, especially for a running back to win an MVP. Christian McCaffrey had a phenomenal year, but it was like you can say it's all time great, but like for MVP level for like a running back or wide receiver, it has to be an all time great season.
Lamar wasn't an MVP level. No, Lamar wasn't even an MVP level this year.
I feel like if Reek hit 2K, it probably could have helped a little.
I'm not going to say that specifically because later down the line when he started smacking them teams,
he wasn't.
Okay, you know what it was, Dub? You know what it was? He was. So I'll put it like this: from what we're used to seeing from MVPs, no. But if we look at the year, he was one of the more consistent players this year. But we all know quarterback play, especially to start the year, was down from a lot of dudes that we weren't expecting it to be down from. So that's what I think it was. I think Lamar Jackson pretty much was Lamar Jackson more consistently throughout the entire year than anybody else was. Josh Allen, we was questioning him when they were 5-5, and then they went on that run. They granted credit to him, they ran through the gauntlet. But if Josh Allen would have been consistent all year, and they weren't 5-5 at one point, he would have been the MVP.
Lamar Jackson's this MVP wasn't even better than Matt Ryan's MVP. Like it just wasn't. If I'm just gonna be honest, so it's not like, and I can hear you all time. The reason why AP got it, well, he was in a league with great talent as well. I think that you had that was 2013. Yeah, Drew Brees there, 2012. Yeah, Drew Brees playing. You had Manning playing. Manning I think got hurt. Yeah, a bunch of those guys. So he needed to have an all-time great season to get beat over those guys. Bro, you're playing in a league where Patrick Mahomes had one of his worst offensive years his whole entire career. Lamar Jackson, I'm not gonna lie, he's not an MVP. He was not playing at an MVP level.
Here's my thing, though. I think whoever would have won it this year would be one of the weakest races that we've seen in the past.
For sure. Year. But this is the time where you give it to a wide receiver or a running back.
Here's my thing, though, Dub. But
Tyreek Hill, no, let's not forget. Tyreek Hill was on pace to break the record. He was on the all-time year. He didn't. He got hurt.
Okay. Yeah, but that's
the same reason Jalen Hurts is not an MVP.
Because I'm not gonna lie, you're not telling me. We understand CMC season was great, but he had like 1,400 yards and he had some. I think he had like how many touchdowns receiving and how many yards? It was a good year, but it wasn't a all-time like for guys to win an MVP in receivers. Because I ain't gonna last time a receiver.
Nobody won a receiver.
Yeah, it was Don Hudson. That can
Don Hudson won it.
Slavery time.
Okay.
But like for a running back to win MVP, you're gonna have to CMC went crazy, but it's not crazier enough to win MVP.
CMC went crazy enough to win MVP. You had basically 1,800 yards on 13 TDs.
Yeah, this year.
There's no reason why Tyreek Hill is not the MVP of the league. There's no reason to me.
It's also the carry job. Like I'm talking about 2012 AP, the carry job that he had to do with that Vikings.
Christian Ponder.
What do you think that Tyreek Hill was doing for Tua?
No. I'm not saying
carrying them.
They don't view Tua like Christian Ponder.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's not on that level of AP.
I'm not hearing that, bro.
What you mean?
Christian Ponder had
why are you bringing up AP? Well, we're talking about this year.
The last one that was a non-quarterback to win.
Comparing it to the guys today. Like I said, he had a bigger bar to reach than this season's. This season, you didn't need to have a Christian Ponder quarterback to win an MVP.
But he also ran for 2K off of a torn ACL too, though.
Yeah,
okay,
cool. That does help AP's case.
They went 3
if he would have just played
but you're comparing AP. Why?
But this is what I'm saying.
That's what it takes to win MVP.
Even in that look, can we just be honest about it? Let's just be honest. If AP would have played the season before and then ran for 2K, does he still win MVP?
No, he doesn't win it. No, he doesn't.
So the fact that he tore his ACL and then did it. And then remind you, he could have broke the record. They chose not to for the sake of the win.
Yeah, exactly. He won MVP and comeback player that year. Like that's the that shit. Yeah, like crazy.
You know what I mean?
Why are you bringing AP into this?
Because
there's no reason to do that. The reason why, because I just told you the reason why he had to perform on that level, because you was going up against a crazy quarterback pool.
What you mean?
In a quarterback pool of players,
he had to
that is not
because of his team, not because of the players that he's
we're talking about winning an MVP. He needed to have that narrative of tearing an ACL. They had that narrative playing on the trash Vikings crew because of how many guys that was on this crew. I'm saying you do not need that narrative to win this year because nobody was performing at a high enough level. So you guys keep bringing AP into this equation for no reason because it doesn't matter because nobody was playing on the level of Manning, Breeze, or Tom Brady or none of those guys.
Well, here's my thing, though. I don't think what you're saying is wrong, but I don't think the NFL will ever give an award to a wide receiver or a running back that's having because to me personally, they had phenomenal season, but it wasn't all time great for them to give them the MVP. I don't see them doing that. I think they never will. They're going to give it to a quarterback who's been playing well consistently from the majority of the year, and that's what Lamar did. When Lamar went on that stretch, when he smacked the 49ers, smacked the Dolphins, he had the MVP in his back pocket. Just like if Brock Purdy would have beaten the Ravens, the MVP was at his crib. It was over with.
And it shouldn't have been. But that's the issue, Trent. It's not. It's not supposed
to
be like that.
He's not arguing that.
I'm arguing what it should be.
He's arguing that's what it is.
Okay, I'm arguing what it should be. That's why this is a problem.
But we all agree what it should be.
So why y'all talking to me? So why y'all
arguing what is?
Because he's telling you what it is.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah, like
it can't happen if we keep putting
you
fire.
the reality of the award.
No. See, we just had this conversation. Oh my God, we were just talking about this on the panel. We talk about this all the time in terms of wins and losses. How many times do y'all sit here and tell me that just because people rank guys give the quarterback the most credit for something, that it's okay to rank off of that? We all say no. We all say that's not okay. We shouldn't judge like that. So what is the issue that we're doing it now? It was like, well, it's just a reality. If you're going to sit here at that stance, don't sit and get mad at J-Rob for saying shit like that.
We're talking about it.
For example, politicians lie all the time. We know it's not right. Is it going to change? No, we accept that.
You know the crazy. If you bring politics into it, it changes when you keep talking about it. It changes when you putting ammo to the fire.
How long
what do you think? What do you think
its own country with a constitution?
How long you're discussing? I'm gonna go down a hard road. How do you think civil rights happened? Because they kept talking about it, G baby. They kept doing protests. The hell are you talking about?
You know what's
Don't
crazy?
bring politics into this.
Hey, but Dub, you know what's crazy though? I'm talking about politicians lying. I ain't bringing up civil rights. Politicians, even during that point, when they did get some civil rights, still lied. All right, so the point just keeps going over your head. I'm gonna refresh it to the main topic. You're bringing up a point I didn't bring
up. I'm talking about bringing a change for people not to think like this no more. And I told you guys are telling me just because it happens all the time like this, that's okay, that it is what it is. You just have to deal with it. I said, no, stop. Take out the it's okay. I'm saying that it is what it is. We should just deal with it. No, I'm saying no. You talk about it. You put ammo to that fire so that eventually they can start changing it. That's how politics work. You don't just sit here and see people do bad things and not talk about it. You talk about it all the time because then it causes people to get fired or lose money or lose their job. So we should talk about this being wrong. Don't give me this nonsense of, oh man, the MVP is not going to go to these. No. Because you sound just like J-Rob talking about wins and losses for QB.
Dub.
You're getting cooked, bro.
All
of you are getting cooked.
Dub. I don't think it's okay that people think like that. I don't. And I'm telling you is, you think you're the first person to ever feel like, oh, this isn't how we should talk about plays and all that stuff? Okay, you think.
And Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King wasn't the first people to take a stand. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
You right.
But you need people to keep. You need people to keep taking stands.
You right. And Rosa Parks did all that, and black people still love sitting at the back of the bus. So You know what I mean? Like,
don't
you
do
feel
that,
me?
G-Baby.
You
Don't do
feel
that,
me?
G-Baby.
You feel Trent, where did you first get on the bus? Be real.
Oh God, I sit
Trent,
the back of the bus every time.
Don't do that, G-Baby. Don't do that, G-Baby. Don't do that, G-Baby.
Y'all doing this for Black History.
Oh,
The fact.
You did not say this just now.
Oh God, I sit the back of the bus every time.
For
Oh
All right,
For
look.
real.
All right.
Trent, where you sit on the bus, gang?
It depends.
you know good and well you
God,
sit
you
in the
sit
back.
in the back.
I'm
So
not gonna lie, I did not always sit in the back, but that's another conversation.
but you wasn't in the front, was you? You was in the middle. You wasn't sitting next to that bus driver trying to have a conversation with him.
No, there was definitely some situations where we lived in some places where yes, I was sitting in the front by my damn.
You know, I forgot you were old head. You ran, my bad.
Yeah, but
You
He's
probably
a
saw the
loner.
civil rights bill. You probably saw the civil rights bill get signed for real.
Boy, shut up. I get a motherfucker who looked like it. Always calling me old is crazy.
Is he wrong?
I'm sorry.
He made me look like he got 3 pairs of Air Monarchs sitting in the back of the room right now.
Yeah,
Wait, so Dub, is that your only problem with this NFL Awards? The MVP? Is that your only problem with it?
There's a couple I could look at. Hold up, give me one
I
second.
don't have a problem with it. This whole
I knew Lamar's. It's just that I understand why. Like I understand why he won it. Me personally, I just thought like if Tyreek Hill didn't get hurt, he was going to win it.
Yeah,
but
like if it's up to me, I'm still giving Tyreek Hill the MVP.
I think when I look at the running back, because I think like for the running back standards of MVP and all the guys that have won it, it's just going to be very hard for a running back in today's age to win MVP. It's going to be very hard. Like the running backs that have won MVP in the past have went like ape shit. Like don't get into it. CMC went crazy, but like before Adrian Peterson, it was Sean Alexander. That thing almost had like 30 touchdowns. Like bro, like you gonna have to do like some.
Did LT win one?
Oh yeah, LT too. He broke the touchdown record. So like, bro, you're gonna have to do something like that's out of this world to win MVP as a running back. That's what I think. Like, that's why I understand
situation too.
Yeah, like
What did Marshall Faulk do?
Marshall Faulk. Oh, he should have won MVP because they gave it to Kurt Warner, which was great. He was the first running back to go 1,000.
Marshall Faulk won an MVP.
Did he? I think he did too. I think
he won the year. The reason why they gave it to Kurt Warner because they gave it to Marshall Faulk the year before.
No, he didn't. No, he never won MVP. Never mind. He never won MVP.
Yes, he did. He did. No, he won in 2000.
Yeah, he won in 2000. So I think that's is this the year he won 1,000? No, he didn't. That was the year before. See, that's weird.
In 2000, he won 1,300 yards, 18 TDs.
You know what I think they did, bro? Me personally,
800 yards receiving.
I just think they said, fuck it.
A pity MVP?
Give a pity because he should have won the year before because that's the year he won 1,300 and then 1,000.
No, listen, he didn't.
Like Joel Embiid.
He didn't have an all-time MVP season. They gave it to him. So I'm not gonna lie, like that just cooks it right there.
I just think that's a petty.
But that's one out of.
That is one out of.
Yeah, that is one. And let's be real.
But
if
again,
they flip the MVPs, you know what I'm saying? It's all-time season.
But again, G baby. In the year where literally nobody, not even the quarterbacks, was even playing at an MVP level like that, this should be the year where a guy who's having 1,800 yards and 13 TDs should win it.
It should be.
And I'm not going to lie, the more I think about this, Cooper Kupp should have won it too when he had the Triple Crown. I'm not going to lie.
See, the difference between that Aaron Rodgers went ape shit, but that nigga went stupid.
No, I don't care.
You don't.
I don't care. That was 2021, right?
JJ Watt and Aaron Rodgers.
JJ Watt, yeah. But even then, bro, you understand, bro. Aaron Rodgers MVPs, like you think of what like these other guys doing, it's crazy, but like there's not a lot of quarterbacks who's gonna throw almost 40 TDs and 5 picks every. Like that nigga was on the stretch where he was really bugging in the regular season. Because mind you, 2021, he had that one bad game versus the Saints. That one game, the first game of the year. After that, it was over with. Like
that's what I'm saying.
When it comes to like numbers and like when they play in a part with MVPs, I call it like Aaron Rodgers didn't like the Nikola Jokic of the NFL. Like his advanced numbers and his numbers all across the board, that shit is crazy.
That's my point. like the more good portion reason why a bunch of these skills positions aren't winning MVPs because you got quarterbacks going crazy.
Yeah,
like you got quarterbacks going bonkers.
Because I look back at this MVP dub when he won and Marshall Faulk won in 2000. This could have been the year CMC won it. I can see it because I'm looking at the QB. I'm looking at the race like Donovan McNabb was second, and he went 21-13. So I see what you're saying.
I'm gonna give you the past MVPs, right? Patrick Mahomes won it last year. He was going 8 with no juju.
Aaron Rodgers was going 8
with no Tyreek Hill. Aaron Rodgers is back-to-back going bonkers. Lamar Jackson going crazy in 2019. Patrick Mahomes in 2018, 50 TDs, bro.
Yeah,
like 2017 Brady. Matt Ryan was. I remember that year being a bit of a down year, but Matt
2017 should have been Carson Wentz. Oh, in fairness, he got hurt.
True.
2017 should have been Carson Wentz.
2016 though, we talk about that 7 interception ratio with Aaron Rodgers. That's what Matt Ryan had on top of.
Aaron Rodgers. Matt Ryan went stupid that year. That's why he went stupid.
So and that Cam Newton.
2014 Aaron.
Yeah, we know what that is. We know what that is.
2013 A-Rod. 20 and then AP. So like again. The quarterback, a lot of these awards that are going to quarterbacks, honestly, they all deserve it. They all deserve it. So that's why I'm not tripping off of it. But you got this guy, you got a year in this year where no guys was playing. No guys was playing on near that level. The worst MVP.
I agree with what you're saying. I do think it's wrong. I do understand that, but I'm starting to think now like. We got to put what we feel to sign. We got to think how the NFL thinks.
So wins and losses is a quarterback stat. That's cool.
No, okay, that's not. No.
You're cooking yourself.
No, that's not true. That's not true, bro. I've asked hella NFL players wins a quarterback set. They've all said hell no. Like we can.
Let me just say this. Go ahead, Trent. I get where Dub is coming from, but the reality is Trent's argument isn't wrong. Like. Do I personally think that wins are a QB stat? No, I don't. I played enough football to know there's too many things that go into winning. However, I also know on the same hand, at the end of the day, quarterbacks are judged by specifically playoff wins and Super Bowls at the end of the day. That does not change because of my personal opinion that we should put more of winning on the team as opposed to the quarterback. The way this game has been marketed for the last 30 some odd years is quarterback. That's the entire reason why, even in a quote unquote down year, you're still going to basically hand this regular season award to the most consistent quarterback because that's the business model. This is a business at the end of the day.
Dub, I'll even throw you a bone. Even with everything that Trent said. You know who doesn't get judged like that? The coaches.
Yep.
They don't care who your quarterback is. You better win. You better find some wins. They're judged more on how your team performs as opposed to because we love giving Mike Tomlin all his love for not having to lose the season with Mitch Trubisky and Kenny Pickett. Let's just say with the 2 seasons, or let's just say in them 3 seasons, he went 7-9, 6-10, 5-11. Mike Tomlin there would be questions on whether or not he should still be the head coach, but nobody questions it because he wins now, and he ain't had a quarterback in years, right? So I'll even give you that bone. It's unfair how they do it, but how they put winning as a quarterback, based on how you. But everybody else, that's how your team perform. You know what I mean? Because you can have a great quarterback, but we've seen coaches with great quarterbacks and badly constructed rosters get fired.
Yeah,
because you're not maximizing my quarterback.
Like, I can like to your point. I can argue that Priest Holmes should be an NFL MVP because the shit that he was doing back then, breaking all the TD records, that shit was literally unheard of. But he didn't win. Like there was one year specifically, he had like 27 touchdowns, and Rich Gannon won MVP. Like, I see what you're saying, but like again,
Jerry Rice won MVP.
Jerry Rice had more total touchdowns than John Elway in a season, and he still didn't win MVP. Like, I understand.
So we agree with you,
but how the way the NFL thinks, some shit is never going to be that way.
And that's what I'm saying.
When it comes
you
to
keep,
business.
but that's my point.
Okay,
you keep talking. You keep talking. I'll let you talk.
Yeah,
you keep talking about those things. You keep putting it in the limelight so people can talk about these things. So then, therefore, eventually, it's going to change. Literally, what you're basically telling me is just because something is wrong, we should just deal with it and just it is what it is. No,
that's not what we're saying.
That is what you're saying. It's not what you want to say. That's what you're telling me.
No, Dub. This is the problem though that I think we're also
sit down and take
alluded to it.
That's what you're telling me.
Okay, so here's the difference in why I think because we reference politics and all that. Trey just brought it up. The NFL at the end of the day is still a business. And if we're just being honest, the quarterback is technically the most business money bringing in position on that entire field. Whether we like it or not, that's why they get all the big bucks. That's why they get the biggest contracts, the biggest guarantees. That's why when we go into the draft, that's why quarterbacks are one of the most highly sought after positions next to pass rusher, in my opinion. Because if you have a quarterback, or even with pass rusher, the reason pass rusher is sought after because you need to get to the quarterback. So that is all. Whether we like it or not, because this is a business, the business. At the end of the day, you can almost say the quarterbacks are their bottom line. They changed the whole NFL rule because the face of their league after going 18-0 got hurt in the preseason, and they changed the roughing the passer ain't never been the same. Roughing the passer has been a flag thrown all because their face of the league got hurt off of a low tackle in the pocket. So the quarterbacks are going to be their bottom line. That's what they drive. That's how they make their merch. That's who gets most of the business deals, the endorsement deals. That's the pretty faces they like putting on the commercial, the whole nine. So that's why it's like, we're not saying it's right. We're not saying that's what we want it to be. I would love if running backs and wide receivers can get the same kind of love. But at the end of the day, in a business world, they never are. And let's be real. The quarterback position has been the most biggest bottom line forever. It ain't changed again.
And you know, the ironic part about all of
was
this
the color of the skin.
With the introduction of streaming and with the introduction of social media, it doesn't have to be like that no more. Look at that. The world doesn't need to be like that anymore because now you have a guy in Tyreek Hill who streams, has more marketability, who bees on podcasts and does a lot more. Now you've seen Travis Hunter. I see him playing 2K the other night on TikTok. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, things are changing and things will change. And
could you imagine a playback game for NFL? Man,
hold on, wait.
Exactly.
Hold on.
And if a big portion, so my whole thing is having the Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce winning MVP. You know what that does for the league? Puts it even further because now you got a bunch of Twitch, game players and gamers wanting to watch it because, oh man, Tyreek Hill, he's really good at Fortnite, man. No, let me start watching these games that he's on Miami Dolphins. You know, mom, can you get me a Tyreek Hill jersey?
Thing, if the quarterbacks do it and they're already the most marketed, would they not just then be more marketable even then after that too?
Who?
With that same logic that you just applied, you saying skill players, we got social media, Twitch and all that stuff, right? So they can be more marketable and possibly
but they don't do
quarterbacks.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying. Oh, wait. You're saying that the skills position can't exceed the quarterbacks.
Yeah, I was basically clarifying what you're saying.
Yes.
And you're saying with the use of social media, this, that, and the third, they can then
that it doesn't have to just be the quarterbacks anymore. There's so many more. There's a much broader way to market the brand rather than
so with that being said, if the quarterbacks decide to do the exact same thing that you're saying skill positions would do, they're broadening their expansion as well.
That's true, but they're not doing that. What quarterback is really like doing streams like that?
None.
Because they don't want to deal with the heat after they play a bad game like that.
Exactly.
A skill position bad
and
game.
CJ's on the Micah Parsons podcast and stuff. I mean, I've seen that been getting some love. I mean, he gets some market, but nobody
hooked Micah Parsons on his podcast too.
He did? I got to see that.
Oh yeah, that was disgusting.
He dead ass got on there and goes, "Yeah, we knew you were soft up front. That's why we ran the ball."
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
So I wouldn't take that.
One, I have to say this with Dub. the Tyreek Hill example. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's a terrible one. Cause as much as we love Tyreek Hill as a football community,
he's not marketable.
When it comes to marketability, I can name at least 3 instances that will immediately get Buddy up out of here.
You know the exact. You know why I was bringing that up.
Even if you want to say a guy like, I don't know, Justin Jefferson, right? Like he has commercials. He's been pretty marketable. He is never
stay on Travis Hunter.
Huh?
Travis.
I'm not gonna lie, Travis Hunter is okay.
Yeah, Travis Hunter is not. Travis Hunter ain't
do something too.
Travis Hunter ain't there yet. But what I'm saying is this: like Justin Jefferson already has multiple commercials. You've seen him do Taco Bell. You've seen him do all kinds of stuff at this point. Dude is very marketable. He's been a huge part of like the Madden rollout. Like you've seen his face. You've seen his face on a bunch of commercials. When it's time for them to make them posters in Minnesota, guess what? Whoever is the damn quarterback, he gonna be the first one up.
Disagree
unless he is either hurt or he really
disagree with you.
The only example
who gets pushed more, Kirk Cousins or Justin Jefferson?
Because Odell might have been the most
they get pushed equally.
Huh?
Okay, you said right now they get pushed equally.
Area they get pushed equally.
As of right now, yes.
Justin Jefferson, which means Justin Jefferson next year is going to get pushed even more. And whoever they got filled out at quarterback is going to be JJ getting pushed even more. And I guarantee you, honestly, JJ could be the first second wide receiver to win the MVP. Just because of that alone, because times are changing. We talk about the market. You talk about how you're right. I see JJ get plastered all over social media, all over networks, all over commercials, and all over the Madden cover. So you know what that tells me? If there's going to be a guy that's going to win an MVP, it's going to from the wide receiver position, it's going to be him.
MVP to me.
No, 1900. If he gets 18 to 1900,
I don't think that's going to be enough.
Didn't he already get 1800 though?
He's still doing that.
I'm not gonna lie.
G baby. Again, it goes to my point. What happened last year? You had Patrick Mahomes going bonkers, bro, and he didn't lead the league in TDs.
I'll put it like this, Dub. I'll put it like this. I bet money. I will bet money. Say there's another down year for quarterbacks. I guarantee you, if Jettis gets 1800, he still won't win MVP.
Hold on, I'm gonna just.
And I will bet Burrow.
So if let's say if JJ had 1800 this year, along with 12 TDs. Mm-hmm. You don't think he's winning over?
You know why he's not?
Lamar?
Because we just saw a receiver.
Did CeeDee Lamb win MVP? Did CeeDee Lamb win MVP?
You know why? We just saw the same receiver. We just saw the same receiver who went for 17.99. Hold on. Wait, hold on.
But to Trey's point, there's a big reason for that.
Oh, okay. Even then,
he don't know how to keep his hands to himself.
I guarantee you he's not winning MVP.
CeeDee Lamb.
JJ Wood.
CeeDee Lamb just had 1749.
CeeDee Lamb is marketable. Like he's marketable.
But I was just in Dallas, and I could see CD stuff like almost everywhere.
CD didn't lead besides in receptions.
He had like, did he not?
He had 1749. He was 50 yards off, gang. A Tyreek, like
yes, and CD is not going to see her get it over Tyreek Hill. And they could have had CD do it because Tyreek. And you know what, Trey? I'm so glad you brought that up. Tyreek Hill couldn't get it because he couldn't keep his hands to himself. That's why. I guarantee you, if he was JJ, he probably wins it.
No, I'm telling you, I will. Okay, so I will bet. We can bet on this right now. I bet money if there is another down year of quarterbacks next year, and a receiver like JJ, Devontae Adams, or whoever that we know that's marketable goes for like 1800. And 10 multi-touchdowns, they're still not going to win MVP.
Also, I'm going to just
say,
I'll bet like 50 on that. I'm telling you, I'll bet 50 on that.
Before we move off of that, I'm going to just say this right now, and you can take this as a hot take or whatever. This whole notion of a down year for quarterbacks, I'm letting y'all know. I don't think it's a down year. I think this is about to be what the new norm is. I've been watching.
Oh nah.
Hey, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Talk about
Hear
it.
me out.
Talk about it.
Hear me
Oh.
Hold on. Hear me out.
He said, "Oh nah.
Look, I'm not saying we about to see Patrick Mahomes have one of the worst career years, and this is gonna be it every year. What I am saying is these defenses have caught up. Like we have finally gotten to a point where this is much more of an even playing field than we realize, and we're also having a mass exodus of some of the best quarterbacks to have ever lived are exiting this game. Like we're having to rebuild that crop while also the defenses, the coverages, like all this stuff that's going on, the guys that they have playing in the middle of the field now that are so athletic, dog, this is not about to be easy. You're not about to see the top 7 quarterbacks in the league throwing for 5K or close to it. I really think that right now this is about to be a bit of a shift. I'm just saying it.
So my rebuttal to that.
Let Tegan go. Let Tegan go. He had his hand up.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to ask real quick. Do you think it's going to be quarterback play that's going to stay where it's at, or do you think offenses are going to bounce back in general? Because if I were to make a prediction over the next couple of years, I do agree that defenses have come back, but I think it's because due to the reliance of the shotgun offense. And I think next year you're going to have offense coordinators put their quarterbacks under center a lot more. You're going to have a resurgence of the running back. I think the offenses, it's a give and take. It's a copycat league, and they're not just going to sit around and let their offenses be as stagnant as they have been.
Well, this is the thing, and not to get too like into the weeds with scheme and all this other stuff. What you're really about to see is this: the way defenses are set up currently, you're either going to see guys go back to being under center using fullbacks, or you're going to see even more quarterbacks involved in the quarterback run game and more RPOs and all this other stuff. Because again, a modern defense is built to stop 10 people, not 11. I say that all the time, and I don't think people realize how true that really is. A lot of these blitzes and these guys running all these crazy defenses where you got safeties rotating and linebackers playing the deep half like a safety and all that stuff. You can't do that stuff if a quarterback can pull it down and take it for 60. The only 2 ways you're going to be able to stop these super athletic dudes is if you add another number in the run game, or you go back to bludgeoning people to death with fullbacks. Like
that's why AR-15 gonna cook.
Yeah, you know what, Trey. I heard everything you just said, but here's my issue with that, which is why I do agree it's a down year. The reason why I think it's a down year is because you had, I would argue, 2 of them got hurt. 2 of the top 10 quarterbacks got hurt midway in Burrow and Herbert. Mahomes had his worst season. Mm-hmm. Jalen Hurts had a regression. You could blame the coordinators, whatever. That had a regression. My guy T-Law, don't know what you was on. And yeah, so that out of the people that were pretty much considered top 10, 2 of them got hurt, and then you had, in my opinion, 3 very much unforeseen anomaly, probably won't happen again type years. They just I mean, you can say what you want about Kellen Moore. Clear as Brian Johnson by far. Mahomes, they gonna get right. They not about to do this again. And you can say what you want about T-Law. I don't think he's gonna be that bad again, right? And then not only that, you also have the emergence of CJ Stroud. We all love Jordan Love's second half of the season, right? Matthew Stafford was still good this year with Puka and Cup was missing games over and over. We already said what I said about Jalen Hurts. Justin Herbert's gonna be back a full year. Yeah, right. Burrow's gonna be back. Yeah. They still gonna be right. Even if T. Higgins isn't there, Burrow's still gonna be Burrow. Tua's still gonna throw for a lot of yards because that offense is built for the regular season. And Jared Goff just came off his 4,500 year. So that's why I think this is an anomaly year, because the guys we considered elite, those are the ones that had those bad type of years that we just weren't used to seeing, mixed with a couple of guys that surprised us. So now you get into next year, we're expecting those elite guys. Right, we're expecting those elite guys to go back to them being elite. And now you have the year 2 where CJ Stroud and Jordan Love are a lot more comfortable with their teams and their offenses. A couple guys bouncing back like Jalen Hurts and stuff. And you still have your obvious Dak Prescott's, Josh Allen, all that. Plus the rookie class that's coming in, like the Caleb and the Drake May and this, that, and the third. Yeah, no, I think this is just, hey, this was the year. We had gone through so many years of, at the very least, elite guys being elite consistently. And this was the one year where we saw more of the opposite. There was the one year. I do not think, like, I'm not disagreeing that defenses haven't caught up, but I do not see a world where we see 3-4 of the top 10 quarterbacks playing like mid-average ones for most of the season.
But okay, you real positive right now. Like, you assuming all this going to go, like, all those guys could bounce back. Everyone, like,
I don't think it's going. I think for sure the top 10 guys. I think every single one of them can bounce back easy. I think Mahomes can go back to playing like a Mahomes regular season. I think Jalen Hurts can go back to being a top 10 quarterback. I think what's it called? Why is he escaping my face? I think Trevor Lawrence can be what I thought he could have been last year.
Well, G-Baby, let me give it to you like this. Pause. Right. You got Dak Prescott. This is like down year for like quarterbacks. 4,500 yards, 36 TDs, 9 interceptions.
Yeah,
Jared Goff, 4,500 yards, 30 TDs, 12 interceptions. Tua, 4,600 yards, 29 TDs, 14 interceptions. Josh Allen, 4,300 yards, 29 TDs, 18 interceptions. But I don't have his rushing stats right now, right?
His rushing. Yeah, that's what saves him. His rushing.
Patrick Mahomes, 4,100, 27 TDs, 14 interceptions. Jordan Love, 4,100, 32 TDs, 11 interceptions, and CJ Stroud, 4,100, 23 TDs and 5 interceptions. I'm not gonna lie, I hear Trey's point, but then I do like G Baby's counter on top of that, because even in this down year, you had guys where they are progressing upwards. Jordan Love, for example, he's a guy that can very well top off the year he just had next season, because remember, he had a slow start and he emerged into what he was. So he a guy that could be having 45 to 4,800 yards. CJ Stroud only had 4,100 and he missed some games. So that's another guy that could be formed with that 45 to 4,800 yards, 40 TDs, 10 picks. You feel me? Jared Goff gonna do what he's gonna do. I think the main thing at G Baby said this point is really the top guys really struggled, but in terms of like the whole entire quarterback pool, like we've seen Gardner Minshew going crazy. Anthony Richardson was hooping before he got hurt. So there's a bunch of young. Jalen Hurts had a down year. So I do.
Kirk Cousins was also balling before he got hurt too. I didn't even mention him.
Kirk Cousins was balling. Joe Burrow was getting into his own as well, but we couldn't see what he could do. Kyler Murray didn't play the whole year. Justin Herbert got hurt. He was having a crazy year. So I hear the point, but G Baby's counter was phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie.
Look, I hear you. I'm just saying, just wait and see, because I truly believe that either the stats are gonna look different, truly, because I think the easier thing in the immediate is you're just gonna see a lot more quarterbacks being added into the run game. Like, that's just the reality of it. With the guys that we got coming in this next draft class, truthfully, the next two, and the fact that you don't have a bunch of kids that are playing fullback in college football, like, that doesn't exist anymore. Like, your only options now with these light defenses that can run and can cover so much ground is either you line up and bludgeon them to death, or you add another runner into the run fit. Like, and that's really it. Like, there's, at this point, we've at this point, we've reached the point that there's not a whole lot else we could do. Like,
well, can I play devil's advocate to G Baby's point real quick?
Go for it.
Take his role real quick.
Yes.
Because he was very positive for once, and it was weird to hear. Talking about all these quarterbacks that can bounce back. And I'll even go against my own narrative. Jordan Love, it makes it after last season, we all assumed T-Law could go off in the next year. He had a slow start. He was going up. Who knows? He may have an off year. CJ Stroud, they're going from the 4th seed or the 4th standing schedule to the number 1 in the AFC South. Their schedule gets 10 times harder. Dak Prescott, he's been injury prone. He could get injured, but I don't want to prey on injuries on anyone. Justin Herbert, they're going to go to a run heavy scheme. I don't think people really realize that with Harbaugh. They're going to run the ball. There's a reason. They're like, so the numbers aren't going to stand out for Herbert. And then it might be time to start pushing the Joe Burrow's kind of overrated narrative, but I don't know if I want to go down that route.
Nah, let's do that.
I've been saying that.
That's a fraud. That's the biggest fraud I've ever seen in my life.
I've been saying that.
Whoa, nah, bro, I'm tired of that bullcrap.
Fraud is crazy.
Oh my!
Y'all gassing this man up when he got transcendent wide receivers in college, bro. He got JJ, Jamar Chase. Who's not bugging in that offense?
You know why I don't want to hear that, Trey? Because you wasn't before I brought you on the gridiron, bro. 2021, the glaze of fucking Joe Burrow was insane. People talk about how everybody was glazing Josh Allen after he had that phenomenal game versus Mahomes. When Joe Burrow when Patrick Mahomes had that choke job, the niggas was glazing Burrow. They said he a clear top 2 quarterback. They try to make it seem like he was a playoff god. And when you really look at him in the playoff games, he's very Reggie. Very mid. If this was any other player, we'd be saying they be getting carried. But for Joe Burrow,
if Ryan Tannehill did that same exact thing that Joe Burrow did,
goes 1 touchdown instead of four picks. Instead of 4 picks, they win the game.
That is true. They won the game.
And then even then, he still had a chance to win it, and he threw it in the double coverage.
He threw another one
like an idiot.
Doesn't make sense. So if Kirk Cousins made it to the Super Bowl, they're giving credit for that to that team more than Kirk Cousins. Look at Matthew Stafford, perfect example. He wins the Super Bowl, and how many people crap on him? Super team this, super team that. Doesn't make sense. Even though Odell got hurt and he led the final drive against Joe Burrow.
Because people will always talk about Josh Allen in the playoffs and this and that, his woes. Nobody talk about Joe Burrow. Nobody talk about
not at all.
He was the main reason why they lost to the Chiefs. People always talk about the little flag at the end of the
Trey, you know what they say? He just got that it factor.
He got that it factor.
He got that it factor.
That's what he got.
Playing with JJ and Jamar Chase, I think a lot of people will look like they have an it factor. I'm not gonna hold.
I mean, in fairness to Doug, I was told that a lot of people couldn't win with that 2019 LSU team. So
I will say that. Hold on. Wait, whoa.
That's disgusting.
Real quick. No, we not. College Joe Burrow is totally different from NFL because college Joe Burrow, the
names that they said wouldn't win with that.
If Cam Newton wasn't alive, that is the college football GOAT.
Okay, but Trey, the names that people were, bro, let's be real. Y'all can say what y'all want about NFL T-Law. To say college T-Law wouldn't win with that team is ridiculous.
Wait,
to say Trey, there was people saying that 2019 LSU team, if Trevor Lawrence was on that team, they wouldn't win the Natty, even though he just won the Natty the year before.
Tim Tebow
against the same team.
I disagree. That's what I said. I think like T-Law, of course, Cam, like those guys, yeah, they can win a Natty with that team.
Tebow win it with that crew too.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
You know why?
Justin
Fields will win with that team.
He's not. The game
Fields will win.
them going to the Natty was the
Fields
game.
would, yes.
He's not going to shootout with 2019 Alabama. He's not doing a shootout with 2019 Alabama.
Yeah, I was about to say we're not doing.
We're not about to do.
Wait,
we're not about to.
Tebow Water Daddy.
No, look,
we're not about to talk about Taysom Hill.
No, God, don't do this.
Taysom Hill.
What you mean?
We're talking about Taysom Hill in college football. We're not about to do that. No.
Hey, Taysom Hill in the NFL as the starting quarterback.
Can you
have like
lead?
2 losses.
Taysom Hill can't lead like Tebow.
Oh my God.
Hey, I guess Tebow got that it factor.
I'm not gonna lie. Tebow leadership is unquestioned. I'm not gonna one of the GOAT leaders of all time.
He got more. He'll make you run through a brick wall.
I'll be watching those huddles. I'll be watching those huddles. I'm not gonna lie. That should be hyping me up, bro.
Dog, you about to get me in trouble. Like you really about to get me in trouble. Like
why you work for the Gators?
Yes, he works in Florida. So
yes.
Let's not talk about him.
Yes, he works from Florida.
Let's not talk about him.
Okay.
I think college. I think the reason why
that's their Lord and Savior right there. Hold on, not their Lord and Savior. That's their disciple. He's one of his disciples.
Bro, you could be in a bind. Like
the reason why Burrow gets that respect in college, because again, when you're throwing like 60 TDs, like I'm not a stats guy, but when you have a college guy in 14 game span, 13 game span, around that how many games they played? 14, right? 13, Trey?
14.
I want to say
they played 14. You throw for 56-80 because he threw for 56-80 and then complete almost 80% of them passes with 60 TDs and 5 picks. That shit was crazy. So that's why the college Burrow gets respect like he do. The NFL Burrow, that shit gets glazed because he beat Patrick Mahomes. And then when you look at the actual games and shit,
ever since Burrow had, then they started running that on everyone's throat.
Can I ask you a question? What's the difference between Joe Burrow and CJ Stroud? For real?
In terms
in what sense?
Like as a quarterback,
as actual players. If we're talking about who's the more,
because ever since I was talking about Stroud as a top 5 quarterback, and G Baby goes, "Why are you stopping there? Talk about Burrow." It's kind of been sitting there, kind of thinking about it.
But my thing is though, I'm about to lead it into something else.
Jamal had like 30.
Yeah, they had 3,000 yards combined. It was the best.
Joe Burrow.
2019 LSU like a top 3 team ever.
Joe Burrow don't get blown. Wait, time out. Riddell. Joe Burrow don't get blown out in the playoffs by the Ravens. Who got blown out? Who got blown out?
CJ Stroud.
Nigga, stop. No, I don't want to hear that. Shut up. Yeah, all right, shut up, Riddell. Hey, Riddell, pull up if you want to, but that's nasty. All right,
cool. Wait, hold on. This is what I'm gonna say about Joe Burrow before we get too far, because I get it. 2019, yes, that was a different year. The reason why I don't buy into this narrative of Joe being carried into anything, all them dudes, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Terrace Marshall, Joe Burrow, like that whole offense grew together because they were all together the year before and they sucked. Like I watched them play Alabama and lose 29-0 and
7
barely
overtimes. 7 overtimes.
Oh yeah, and that was the same year. They lost to A&M in 7 overtimes.
That was Joe Burrow's last loss. As
that entire team grew together. So the college.
You can send them a link, Trent.
The college stuff. I'm not about to take that away from Joe Burrow because they all earned that collectively.
Hey, if they are 15 on that crew, they winning too.
Oh, absolutely, but that's another conversation.
Oh, I agree.
Whoa!
No.
Are we talking about college football?
Yeah, you said that too easily. No.
Yes.
Hold on.
Whoa!
I got Trey on my side. I can never lose.
Where's my damn? Wait, you just said AR in college?
Hold on.
Nah, nigga.
What's wrong with that?
Hell no.
AR was a
hell no.
What's wrong with that?
AR was a
bro.
Again, hold on. Everybody, before we go too far, because again, y'all about to get me in trouble. We gotta get away. We gotta get away from my child.
Hey, just turn your camera off. Hey, turn your camera off. Mute your mic. Go cook you some good salmon, and I'll text you when it's time.
I got. Yeah, wait. Trey. I got you. I got. Just text me what you need. Text me what you need to say.
Hold on.
Tell me how you really feel. I'll say it for you.
Hey, hold on. I'm going to say this because I saw it with my own eyes. Look.
Don't get in trouble.
AR is the freakiest human being I have ever been around. And Trent, you can sit there and do all the rocking back and forth like you in disbelief. Dog, he's crazier than Cam. And you know what Cam was when we saw him. That's the scary thing.
Okay, I'm about to look dead in my fucking camera. Trent, wait. Before you go, Trey, I don't want you to get in trouble, so you need to turn your camera off, mute your mic, and get some food during this segment. No, because I promise you, I'm not letting it go. It's not going to get let go.
I'm not letting this.
So if you don't want to get in trouble, Trey,
want to tell?
I suggest you turn your camera off.
No, fuck that. Thomas, I'm calling your ass by your Thomas. You are telling me with a straight fucking face that Anthony Richardson in college is winning that 2019 team.
Yes, Trent.
You are fucking Oh my god.
I'm not. Look, I'm not.
Trey.
Look, hold on.
No way, let him finish, man.
Let me. If y'all.
I'm gonna diss the wide receivers for you, Trey. He's throwing to nobodies.
Hold on, we here now. So y'all might as well just go ahead and let me go. If we gonna stay here, yes, I believe so. Does the offense look different? Yeah, I'm sure. Do they break as many records? No, they don't. But do they still win a national championship at the end of the day? Yes, they do.
They don't make the playoffs.
I have a perfect question.
They don't make the playoffs.
I got a perfect question. I got a perfect question. I have a perfect question. If Will Levis is on that 2019 LSU team, do they win a natty? Yes or no?
No, because he's not.
Does Wyoming Josh Allen do it? Wyoming Josh Allen do it?
Crazy. Yo, Trey, I know you work at your bias is whooping your ass right now.
It's not bias.
No way. First off, as a passer, the passing game, even with Joe Brady, that shit would still be nowhere near the level of what Joe Burrow was. Second,
okay, cool. You can take out the passing game and you're gonna amp up the run game.
Yes, you are.
Ain't nobody worried about no Clyde Edwards-Helaire game.
Clyde in college was like
AR. We ain't worried about no Clyde.
You do realize Clyde had like 1,200. Clyde had like 1,200 yards and shit like that.
And he was still.
Let's be real. The only reason
focus on the receivers.
Hey, let's be real.
Yes, you have AR. You have AR-15 with Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. What do you think is gonna happen?
No, you don't watch college.
And AR got some big behind arm.
You don't watch college.
I've been paying attention to college since last year, sir.
We're not worried about Clyde.
Let's get this clear. The only reason, and I mean the only reason why Anthony Richardson went in the first 2 rounds was because of his tools, not because of him as a college quarterback, as his God-gifted ability.
He was throwing to nobodies. None of them got drafted.
Nigga, what?
That's not true, but
that's not true. Who got drafted? Who got drafted from his wide receivers?
Justin Shorter.
What?
Oh, see, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. But is that it?
That's the only reason why he went first round because of his tools.
Hold on.
Let's not act like Anthony Richardson in college was just something crazy. He was a black Josh Allen from Wyoming. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Wyoming. What are we doing? And you gonna say AR can win the natty with that team? So can Josh Allen in at Wyoming. Fuck it. So can Josh Allen.
What's the worst quarterback?
Also, probably not wrong about that.
Nigga, you're 1,000 times wrong. Are you serious?
Okay.
Look,
that's
look,
bro, look like
as the former AR-15 hater on this show.
Hold on. I need to say this because now Riddell over here trying to be nasty in the corner like I ain't hear that. What we're not doing is saying that he was being carried. Again, they all grew together collectively. So I'm not about to say that. But if you're telling me that in a hypothetical situation, I can get 2019 offense, and the only thing I have to change out is cool. I'm gonna take 2019 Joe Burrow and then drop in another quarterback. Dog,
which
we're talking
not just another quarterback. AR-15 in college.
If we're talking about AR, don't make me.
In college, he was not good, motherfucker. What is you saying?
Hold up, don't.
AR-15 in college was not good.
Stop,
Trey. Bro.
Two, on top of that, we're sitting here acting like LSU hasn't won 2 national championships with worse quarterback than AR. And what are we talking about? Matt Flynn and Matt Mock fucking national championships.
Nigga, AR-15 in college was ass.
Hey, but Trey, you know what's crazy?
Hot ass.
Hey, Trey. Hey, Trey.
Sorry.
You said
Hot doodoo.
Trey, you said them worst quarterbacks had national championships. You know what's crazy? None of them quarterbacks would have to go through that Bama team.
And AR-15 that beat that Bama team. AR-15 to beat that Bama team. Wait, come on. Let's not act specifically in 2019. Why LSU went to the national championship, went to the SEC championship. They went band for band. They went band for band with 2019 Alabama. And you can argue 2019 Alabama was a top 5 national team ever. You can argue that. You can argue that's better than 2020 Alabama. So
they wouldn't beat Clemson with lost AR-15 players. Clemson would have went back to back.
Burrow had to play perfect, and damn near which he did. AR-15 in college is not going band for band with 2 in Alabama. There's no way fucking way you're telling me AR-15. That nigga sucked. The only reason he went first round because of his tools. He was ass.
I promise you, if AR-15 is on that Clemson, if AR-15 is on that LSU team, bro, Trevor Lawrence is a back-to-back national champion. I'm telling you.
What are we doing, bro?
I'm telling you right now, Trevor Lawrence is a back-to-back.
We're saying AR-15, Josh Allen. Shit, who else we go
Sam
with?
Darnold. Yeah, he put it on Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Josh Rosen. Hey, Josh Rosen.
Hey, maybe JJ McCarthy.
Shit.
Why are you not crapping on AR-15? Like he wasn't throwing to bad wide receivers, bro. Like he did everything he could for that college
10 yards above their head.
Bro, that wasn't happening a lot, bro.
Didn't he have an accuracy issue?
Yes, Dub, you don't understand. Dub, the only reason
he's throwing to Jamar and JJ. Like you gotta understand,
okay, let's act like
when you are throwing
and
to
he's
guys,
gonna miss them, and he's gonna miss them.
No, you gotta understand when you're throwing to guys like that. On top of that, you act like Clyde wasn't a bum over in college. He had 1,400 yards. So you have AR, Clyde as the running duo with Jamar and JJ, who gets wide open.
Here's the thing,
None of his wide receivers was getting wide open.
Joe Burrow had the same crew. Joe Burrow had the same crew the year before and wasn't good. Joe Burrow himself had the biggest improvement in college football history. He went from being a mid quarterback to possibly the greatest quarterback to ever play in college football history. So I get it. You saying he has that team, but let's not act like Joe Burrow that year. He was the most accurate quarterback in the college football. He's probably the most accurate college football quarterback.
But you're missing a big. You're missing
49% passes.
You're missing a big.
You just lied.
Damn near.
You lied.
It was like the gap
It's 53
between AR and Joe Burrow.
And 53 is terrible.
Well, done when you're throwing to Justin Shorter.
No. He was looking at these receivers too.
You understand, Dumb. G Baby has been the reason why G Baby was saying it so hard because we have shown G Baby the all 22 tape. This nigga was throwing ducks to the opposing team left and right. People wide open. That is true.
That's bullshit, and you know it. That's bullshit.
I watched it. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. I'm gonna use your line. I'm gonna use your line. You gonna believe it? You gonna lying like shit. You
lying like shit. You lying like shit, and you know you lying like shit because you didn't have his energy when fucking G Baby was dragging it, calling him a fucking running back. No, don't play that shit.
He wasn't that bad. Wait, hold on. Wait, Trey. I never said he was that bad, but you know what I didn't say? That he would win a natty with the greatest team of all time. I ain't say that. You said that.
Greatest
offensive team. You said that. I ain't say that.
I don't see what
AR-15. You might as well say Josh Allen. You might as well say Will Levis.
Hey, Jordan.
Come on, what are we doing? What are we doing,
Zach
Trevor?
Wilson?
Are you good?
Brandon Weeden, I guess, would have won with that team.
Hey, Jordan Lynch. Jordan Lynch.
Hey,
What about
Johnny
Matt
Johnny Manziel.
What about Matt
Johnny
Jones?
Manziel.
Yeah, y'all gas it. Y'all. Yeah,
right.
this. I see where
What's the worst quarterback that can win with
the
that
fact y'all can't recognize scenario of Anthony Richardson is crazy.
The fact that y'all brought up Johnny, Johnny, really?
Wait, okay.
You don't got a problem. You don't got a problem with Johnny.
Okay,
You got a problem with Johnny. But you don't got
Watch
one
this.
with
Okay. Let's talk about situations then. Jordan Lynch is winning Natty with that team too then.
That's all right. Please talk to me about
Guess what?
Northern Iowa.
Guess what?
Please tell me more about Northern Iowa team.
Oh wait, don't you talking about running game? Did he not have like almost 2K rushing? Did you not bring that up for game?
You can say, all right. This is what.
What's what are we doing? What are we doing? So what are we doing?
Copy and paste looking ass. Shut your ass up.
What you talking about, bro? You yapping?
No, you bullshitting right now because you bringing up Jordan Lynch.
rushing his senior year.
Right-handed T-ball.
1900. Nigga, please.
Hey, Colin Klein could win with that 2019 LSU team, I guess.
Run game.
No.
In
Stop it.
2012,
Hey,
he had
I guess Colin
1,800.
Klein could do it.
In 2012, he had 1,800 rushing yards. In 2013, he had 1,900. That was
I got a question for Dub because you keep on using this like wide receiver argument. So bringing in NFL terms, last year we know the Philadelphia Eagles got 2 stacked receivers.
Yep.
There's a team with a quarterback that gets slandered a lot who had no wide receivers. If you put Daniel Jones on the Philadelphia Eagles, are they winning the Super Bowl?
No, they're not. The Eagles didn't even win.
Oh, fine. Are
It's
they
the
going to
same
the Super
thing.
Bowl? Are they
It's the
going to the
same
Super Bowl?
thing. It's the same.
Oh
thing.
yeah,
It's the same
considering.
thing.
Watch this. Considering that Brock Purdy gets hurt again, yeah, probably.
Hey, fuck it, though. Go ahead, gang. Go ahead, right?
What's wrong with saying that?
Wait. So I just want to get it confirmed.
If Brock Purdy gets hurt again, yeah, they have CMC throwing for them. Bro.
Hey, you're right. So, Doug, we're gonna keep.
And they beat. Who did they beat in the first round? Not the first round, the second round. Who the hell was it? My God, who was the team?
Who did?
Yeah,
They
they
beat the
Giants.
Giants.
So the Giants don't have Daniel Jones. Yeah, they're
Wait,
beating them.
Doug, here's the problem. Wait, Trent, I got him. Trent, I got him.
Plays at Jalen Hurts MVP level.
That's
No,
literally the
I don't
question.
think he plays like an MVP level. No,
They don't go 14-2, Doug, with Daniel Jones. They don't go 14-2.
they
don't.
still they make it to the Super Bowl.
No, they don't.
Who are they losing
There's no way
to?
to believe that.
Who are they losing to? What about
Daniel Jones?
Who are they losing to?
Because Doug, if you have to think about it, we're replacing.
I'm being consistent.
Daniel,
Who are they?
Doug,
Tell me who they're
Doug,
losing to.
I'm trying to tell you if you listen, because he's replacing Jalen Hurts in week 1, not all the way in the playoffs.
Who are they losing to?
Let me pull up the schedule.
The crazy thing is, I'll agree with Trent here. I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's bad enough to. I see Gardner Minshew out there winning games with them, bro. Why am I going to sit here and be like Daniel Jones can't sit here and win what 12 games?
You love bringing up the game where wait.
Because they were blowing everyone out. It was a weak schedule. Like, what are we talking about?
Doug, you love bringing up the game where he went crazy against the Cowboys, but you never bring up the game where he was shut down by the Saints.
G baby, I'm just saying it's not like the who. All right, let's go through that Eagles schedule.
I'm going to the schedule right now. I'm literally pulling
like it's not.
Dub, do they beat the 49ers in the second round?
If we want to do these situations, hey, like I said, bro.
In the second, you talking about in the conference? Yeah, if Brock Purdy gets hurt,
round. No.
No, that's not the second round. That's the conference championship.
I know. Let's say they
play. Well, it's all
round.
if it's all preference on if Brock Purdy gets hurt. If he's healthy, they lose. If he's not healthy, they win.
But that's the only team you think they lose to again?
So they
I don't see them losing to anyone else. The Cowboys always lose.
Okay,
they always lose.
Hey, so Doug, let me ask you a question. Wait, Doug, let's go through their schedule. Week 1 against the Lions, the Eagles won 38-35. Does Daniel Jones still pull up 38 on them?
Oh, wait. That was a close. No. That was a close game. I remember that game. We probably lose that way.
Okay.
That was a good game. That was a really good game.
They beat Minnesota 24-7.
We beat Minnesota.
Washington, they beat 24-8. Probably stays the same.
Yes.
Y'all beat Jacksonville 29-21. Does Daniel Jones still beat them?
I mean, he beat him on the Giants, so why can't
Probably.
beat him on the Giants? He beat him on the Giants. Why he can't beat him on the Giants?
Like he's not like Daniel Jones isn't this bad. Daniel Jones isn't that bad. Last year, yeah, he probably beats them.
Okay. Arizona Cardinals, y'all won 20-17. Does that stay the same?
Still think they beat them.
Beat the Cardinals.
Okay, so right now you guys are 4-1. 5-1. Then y'all Dallas the first time y'all won 26-17. Does Daniel Jones still win?
I think we win.
So what I'm hearing is Jalen Hurts.
So y'all think basically?
Yeah,
What?
Y'all think basically?
Y'all can't bring wins and losses into this when we all know that wins and losses.
No, but Dub, that's not what we're talking about. Trent, hold up. That's not what we're talking about, Dub. Because you said they get back to the Super Bowl, so that means you think they're still going to have a 14-3 record with Daniel Jones as opposed to Jalen.
Even if they lose a couple extra games, even if they lose,
that changes the seeding, that changes the matchup, everything.
G baby, who in the postseason being that true? Besides the 49ers?
They can lose to the Vikings in the first round with Daniel Jones.
Shut your mouth. Daniel Jones, that's the same team Daniel Jones was cooking. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Stop. Here's the thing, though. Right? That was still a close game, and I could have went.
Shut up. Shut up. That's the Giants. He's with the Eagles.
Daniel Jones literally had his best game of his career versus the Vikings in playoffs.
Yes. What are you talking about?
Let's say the Giants don't make the playoffs. The Lions make the playoffs because they went on that run later on the last year and they made the playoffs.
I don't know if they beat the Lions.
So if the line, that's where I would question it a bit. I'm not gonna lie. That's a tough one.
Okay,
that's a tough one. But even then, I still think they probably. Yeah, you are lagging. I still think they probably win. You acting like that. You're lagging. Trent. I gotta mute you. Your Wi-Fi. Trent. Your Wi-Fi is crazy. Your Wi-Fi is crazy right now. Like you are in the box. My God, Blender. You're not in this world. You're in the AI generator, fam. You're. I hear you better now, but now your frames are just.
Am I good?
Do you think the Eagles beat Cowboys with Daniel Jones in the playoffs?
Well, bro, anybody could beat the Cowboys. What's being real?
I hear that Daniel Jones was balling last year.
You're good now. You're good now.
Okay, but here's the thing, though, Dub. I think we have to. I understand, like, of course, like other players.
Daniel Jones wasn't whack. Like, I don't think he's that whack. I don't understand.
I don't know. He wasn't whack.
I don't know. Like, what are we talking about?
I mean, we all know he wasn't whack. That's the thing.
So, like, Daniel Jones went 3,200, 15-5 on this Eagles team. They're still winning 14 games?
Jesus, baby. I gave you a Detroit.
I told you that there were more TDs. I asked him for more TDs because he got better receivers.
Like, I already told you, we probably lose to the Lions. Like, what are we talking about? So we're not winning 14.
Wait, Dub, to get back to the original point, because we're talking about AR and Joe Burrow, to get back to the original point, there are levels. There are levels to this shit.
This motherfucker.
Damn. Man, dying.
Damn.
I'm just asking.
Okay, look. This is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying. There are levels to this. Like when we talk about players that can go in a different situations, like for example, if Justin Herbert was on the Philadelphia Eagles, my God, like Phil, you understand. But in this case, we're talking about Anthony Richardson in college going win a national championship on that.
You're slipping on AR.
For Joe Burrow, what he did going for 60 TDs, 5 picks, AR-15 in college was not good. Period.
But to Trey's point, it's not about replicating what Joe. It's not about replicating exactly what Joe Burrow did. It could be different in the end result.
Okay, so then Jordan Lynch is winning Natty then. Jordan Lynch ran for 2K. He ran for 2K as a quarterback. 23 touchdowns.
AR's a way better passer than him.
I don't know. In college, I don't know. In college, I don't know. In college, I don't know.
Okay, so Trey, let me ask you this then. Trey, so if you're telling me right now, Anthony Richardson can win an Natty with that team, so you mean to tell me? Hold on. All right, hold on. Hey, hold on. I got you, Trey. I got you. JJ McCarthy, Drake May, Caleb, of course, JD.
Bo Nix gotta win. Jacob Eason gotta win.
Gabriel
got to.
They can all win that team, right? That's what you're saying? That's what you're jacking?
Hold up.
That's what you're jacking?
This motherfucker.
Bo Nix game. Jacob Eason.
You said Bo Nix. Stop it.
Nigga, Bo Nix went. Okay, stop. You can't say nothing. Bo Nix went 40 TDs and 8 picks this year. You can't say nothing about that. You better not handle Bo Nix. You better not do it because as a college player, he clears AR-15.
Clears. Twice.
I thought it was 4 interceptions. I think it was
This
less than
past
that.
season of Bo Nix is way better than any AR-15.
Hey, Trent. You want to hear Jordan Lynch's passing stats?
I guess
You want to hear
it could be
Jordan
some-
Lynch's
Let
passing
me
stats?
hear.
I
He
guess
had
it
more
could be-
attempts. He had more attempts, about 50 more attempps. He had about 10% better completion
This is
percentage. He had
disgusting.
63% of his passes compared to 50 by Anthony Richardson. He also had more touchdowns and less picks and more
This is
yards.
disgusting. You guys are disgusting.
Also, let's be clear.
Talk about the rushing yards. Talk about the rushing yards he had too.
We're not talking about
Y'all,
Damn near
this-
2K. Damn near
This is
2K,
disingenuous. This is
This is
disingenuous.
disingenuous.
This is
Dub,
I want you to answer one question.
Oh, I got a perfect question.
You
Wait,
start
wait,
with
Trent,
Northern
before you ask
Illinois
one-
wide receivers.
Trent,
Hey,
before
did
you
you-
ask this one, I just want to ask Dub one question. I just want to
This
ask
is
one.
this
Is he winning? Is Shador winning in 2019 trade? Shador.
Oh no! That's disgusting.
Oh, what?
Or-
Shador.
Wait, how's Shador disgusting?
Trey.
Disgusting with AR-15 is it?
Trey. Wait.
Shador winning a natty.
Trey.
Disgusting.
Shador balled out.
This motherfucker trying so hard to catch a moment. He about to fall over.
You gotta
his
hit
head.
it with the Shador.
No,
It's
fine.
Shador. Let me go get my
Trey, answer the question. Yes or no?
I don't know about fucking Shador, bro. I don't.
Dub, I have one question for you, and then I promise I won't ask you anything else about this topic.
He fits the. He
Did you
fits,
watch AR-15 his last season in college, Dub?
Oh no! I remember making clips for y'all when J-Rod was talking about him. I was watching him. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay. I just need to ask.
That's why I'm
Because there's
talking
no
about
way
this topic.
AR-15 is gonna win with that 2019 LSU team. If you
What?
watch them
I watched it. I was hearing y'all talk about it,
His
and I
last
started
season was
watching it.
bad.
oh, wait. This is the problem that I have. This is the problem that I have with this entire argument, right?
Mhm.
Because the argument wasn't, "Hey, is AR going to duplicate the exact same thing that Joe Burrow did in 2019?" The question was, does he win a national championship with that team? I promise you, if you gave Joe Brady AR and said, "Hey, figure it out," yes. Does the offense look different? Absolutely.
Yes.
But you know what else looks different? His completion percentage. You know what else looks
So does
different?
Jordan Lynch.
His entire stat line. Like
Okay,
we're talking.
hey,
Hold on. Because y'all been laughing.
yeah, go ahead.
Y'all been laughing. So let me finish.
Shador on it.
Cool. If you want to throw Shador in there, I don't know because of the physical traits. But if you're talking about someone, hold on. If you talking about somebody who can fill in that offense, it's similar to Joe. It's a similar skill set. I'm not saying they're the same player, but it's a similar skill set. So cool. It might have worked. My point is, if you drop a dude like AR and gave him Joe Brady, and you get Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and freaking Thaddeus Moss and Clyde at the height of their powers and say, "Hey, roll with it." Yeah, they're probably still winning in national championship.
Wait, Trent, because Trent. So what you just said, you explained all that. It's not going to look the same. We all agree there. Here is the problem, because man, I'm gonna look it up just to make sure. What's it called? Because I want to remember all the teams they played. Because yes, I think the offense would look different. Obviously, I will even say that I believe
they played 10 ranked teams in the nation.
Yeah, and I even believe, sir, that Joe Brady. I don't even think they would have a bad offense. I think they would figure it out. You know what I do think would happen though? I think AR-15, just like he was doing on film, would miss wide open Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. But you know what else I think would happen, sir? Because I'm looking at the LSU Alabama game and how that was. I don't think you could afford to have a 3-and-out or a punt. You couldn't afford
they almost
that.
lost to Texas in Texas.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was there.
They
For
would
that.
have lost with
Me
AR-15.
too.
And I also,
Hey.
and matter of fact, I also saw, because this is 2019, right? I'm also looking at a 42-28 win against Florida with Kyle Trask as the quarterback. You feel me, right? So I'm looking at all these teams they had to play. And I'm not saying they couldn't win a good amount of these games, but they're not beating Bama with AR-15. They're not. If we keep it a buck.
They're not beating Texas. I was there.
I don't see when they play Texas, but
Sam
they played
Ellinger
Texas
was
the first
bugging.
game. The first game.
Didn't he have like?
You know what? I remember that because I was working at. I remember that because I was working at Finish Line and I was laughing at all them UT fans sitting there. Yes, they would not beat Texas, and I don't care if I promise you, if AR-15 is the quarterback, Clemson are back-to-back national champions. Back-to-back.
This is where like I thought we was gonna go on the Burrow slander, but this is the most egregious Burrow slander I've ever heard in my damn. It's not no trolling. This is the most like the craziest slander I've ever heard of.
Okay.
We could 15. It's crazy.
Okay. We could transition.
You gotta move this on, bro. Good God Almighty. Good God.
I blame you, Dub. I blame you.
I really do. I do blame you.
Blame yourself. Y'all started talking about it. I just ran with it.
Yeah,
this is what happened, Trey. This is what happened, Trey. We over here. We're in the fourth quarter, and we're doing the little whole lateral behind the back, right? Trey G Baby had the rock, threw it back to Trent. Trent started running with it, threw it back to me. They just mad because I took it all the way to the crib. That's what's going on here. I mean, this is ridiculous. You can't be mad at me for doing that. Yo, you got it.
But then you said it was crazy for Shador. Like, we're just being nasty.
Bro, I got one more question, bro. I got one more question for you.
What's the question?
I got one more.
Let me get some water. This is crazy.
Trey, does Trey Smith win the national championship on 2019 LSU?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Trent. I don't remember enough of Troy.
Okay, all right.
I don't remember enough of Troy.
Let me give you some. Oh, Pat White. Pat White.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, I do actually. Like, I'm sorry.
Hey, Trent, AJ McCarron.
All right. This is
all right. Trey, do we need to run the ones, Trey? Trey, do we need to run the ones? do we need to run the ones, Trey? Because what is you talking about, gang?
So listen, guys.
We ain't for the challenge. We to no hand.
I know. Because I don't know, man. Hey, sometimes tough love is needed, man. I don't know.
Hey,
need to run the ones?
Hey, if we gonna do all that, you better go get you some shin guards too. I use all.
His ass. His ass is almost in the Olympics, but his ass can't.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
His ass can kick.
Hey, well,
so
let me
guys,
make sure I put some NyQuil in your Kool-Aid first.
I want to talk about. Let's talk about the Chiefs for a second, right? And I hear this question going around here about this three-peat and everything. Do you guys think the Chiefs are going to be the first team to three-peat?
I think they actually have this. I think this is the perfect chance, like the perfect timing window to three-peat. I think this is the best window for them to do because also we just saw they just won a Super Bowl with the
they should have four-peated if they didn't.
With the most drops in the league and the worst weapons in the league. And this draft coming up and free agency too, especially this draft class. This draft class can be one of the best draft classes for wide receivers we've ever seen, just like 2020, like 2020 draft class with Jettis, Judy, all them guys in it. So they get like a Roman, they get like an AD Mitchell trade for. They get that, and you can probably sign like Mike Evans because Mike Evans is probably gonna lead the Bucks. Shit, and with that defense, they can definitely three-peat. And when they
can't rule it out,
I will argue, Dub. Let me ask you this, Dub. Do you think a three-peat is better than 7 rings?
In football,
both have never been done before.
Both have never.
In football, that winning 3 straight is probably one of, if not the hardest thing to do.
Because we've seen the 3 and 4, we've seen the repeats, but I think for me, the reason why, especially when it comes to Mahomes, why I think it's more impressive, because I think people always forget. We talk about the rings Brady won at the beginning, and then we just skip the decade other than 07 because they folded. But he went another 10 years before he got the next 4. Now, if you take out the first 10 years of his career and just focus on the second, I think you can still call him the GOAT. But we always forget that 10-year period where he was selling in the playoffs. He was choking in the y'all can say it's not choking. I don't care. You have the number one offense.
I'm not
you have the number one. You have the number one offense. You had the number one offense in history at the time before 2013, and you dropped 14 game. That's not acceptable, right? What's it called? So you have all that. You're probably not. But a three-peat, especially because this three-peat would happen with the worst weapons that probably anybody in a dynasty like this has ever had.
Let's add more context.
I hate that argument about the 10 years.
Well, no, I don't hate that argument. I think that argument is lovely.
I think that's ridiculous.
We got to
remember.
What you mean? Look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs' weapons this year was terrible. Trent and GBB all kind of elicited that, and the defense stepped up. Last year, the weapons still wasn't that good, and the defense wasn't nearly as good. To do a three-peat with this team this team and last team, and then whatever next team is beyond impressive. It's not a stacked team where it's we from top to bottom we're more talented than the other side. He is doing these with teams that are just not overall. When you talk about overall roster compared to history, not that impressive. So
you do realize one of them won when it comes to Eagles in 04, right? He beat the Philadelphia Eagles in 04 with Deion Branches.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Tom Brady.
No, I said 2-3. My point was
no. I'm talking to Riddell.
Oh, okay.
Like Tom Brady did something to that similar. I mean, they did have a better running game, but
I'm talking about a three-peat. I don't care about 1 year. I don't even have to engage with the weapons argument. I'm talking about a three-peat. The last 2 years plus next year.
Do it 3 times, okay. and then even then, because I know a lot of people, maybe not here, but a lot of people always bring up, he has Travis Kelce. But we're the same people that were saying Mahomes needs more weapons when Lamar needs more weapons when all he had was Mark Andrews.
That's true.
So I don't want to hear just having a tight end is enough because y'all didn't want to hear we were saying that Lamar needed more weapons when all he had was Mark. So that's why I feel like for them, especially if they get to this third, if they three-peat, one that's something that's never been done, but also two, when you think. Like, you would think that 07 Patriots team would be a team that could three-peat. You would think maybe the Legion of Boom would be a team that could three-peat. Those type of teams where even Legion of Boom, like, they had one of the best defenses ever, all time. And the offense was still very adequate. Russell Wilson wasn't, like, elite yet, but he was still really good. So, that's why we're giving Mahomes this much love because it's literally him. If you took Mahomes off this team, and if you put him with like Burrow, Herbert, even the next couple of guys, I'm not saying that can't win one, but I would never believe they're three-peating. I don't know if any of them would have won with this team this year. I don't know if any of them would have won with this team.
I don't think
I hate the whole 10-year John about choking the playoffs because one, like if you look for the majority of let's go through the teams that he's losing.
I was just talking about 07. I didn't mean the whole 10 years. I'm sorry.
Okay. Because I'm about to say he's going up against the Ravens with like Ray Lewis and.
No, yeah, that's fine. It was just 07 because to me that was unacceptable.
And 2011, I would assume.
More so because you lost to them twice. Like, come on, get your get back. But I'm not holding 11 against them as much as I am 07.
Okay.
11 is just kind of like if they would have won it. If they would have won in 07, I don't think I would hold 11 against them that much, honestly.
That would be the greatest season of all time if they would have won in 07.
Yeah,
so Tom Brady would deserve
and honestly, I think even though 28-3 was great, if they would have won in 07, you add that to his legacy. I don't know if I'm calling Mahomes a GOAT.
So why does Brady get penalized for that? But him having one of the fastest wide receivers in NFL history, one of the best tight ends.
What is Brady getting penalized for?
For losing with that 07 crew.
Because
it's more so it wasn't losing, it was how you played.
It's how you played and how they lost. Dropping only
and how they lost.
But Patrick Mahomes losing to the Bengals, a far inferior team.
Yeah, he gets penalized for that.
He does get penalized for that.
So they both have moments of choking. So why are we putting that in a higher light? I don't understand that's in a higher light.
Because he did it in a bigger moment. And again, it's more so that wait.
I ain't hearing that shit.
I know you're not, but listen, it's also because he had the number one offense in history, and y'all came in and performed and only dropped 14 against a team that y'all just dropped 38 on.
the crazy thing is, why doesn't he get that much more credit for having the number one offense? I understand that he lost, but
the way he played,
it was him. It was literally him.
They're getting shut down.
It was literally. Wait, hold up. Listen to what I'm saying. The fact that he had the number one offense of all time is more of a credit to him, because that offense being number one is because of who him and Randy Moss were. There was no other 1-2 punch. Wait, was Wes Welker there? Hold on, wait, let me double check.
Yes, he was. And Wes Welker had 1,100 yards. Yes.
Wes Welker was there. Wes Welker was there. But it should be more of a credit to him, because you have.
I mean, Matt Castle the next year did he didn't have the number one.
So you were shitting on Brady now?
No, we're not. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up.
Yeah,
I'm shitting on Brady.
Okay,
that's on me. That's my fault. That's my fault.
My whole thing is like, you're the number one offense of all time, but it's not like that offense being number one is because of those pieces. He's a big part of that. And my whole thing is, like, I'm not looking at that any differently or worse with Patrick Mahomes losing with Patrick Mahomes losing with Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill in 2021 against the Bengals. Because let's not forget, when you go up against a great defense, bro, we see Peyton Manning with literally the greatest offense of all time in the regular season get absolutely dog walked. So I'm not hearing this number one offense, John.
And I hold that against him.
Yeah,
you have the number one offense in NFL history.
He gets cooked worse than Brady does, to be honest.
No. I'm not looking at it like all crazy like that, because a big portion of that Broncos crew being that number one offense is because of him and who he is as a player.
Wait, hold on. I have to say something. So I don't view that loss in 07 the same way that G Baby does. And the reason why is the Peyton Brady comparison. The thing that fundamentally makes it different is there's a difference between your unit choking because they were scared in the moment and you just getting flat out beat. What happened to Brady in 07, you got flat out beat. They didn't put up more than 14 points because that defensive line was like, no, you're not doing anything today. And that's exactly what they did. It's not like Brady showed up and just threw a bunch of ducks.
Exactly.
And it was, oh, well, damn, he don't look the same. No, he couldn't get anything off because he was on his back the whole time. As opposed to Peyton Manning and that unit came out there, literally, first play, center snaps it over his head. The next few drives, he is not aggressive at all. He's throwing drags. And that's how you get the infamous hit of Demaryius Thomas catching that ball, and then Cam Chancellor comes downhill and fries his ass. There is a fundamental difference.
So to go back with Mahomes, and Brady, like in 07, like y'all crap on him, not you, Trey. Like, let me ask you this: do you look at that like any type of anything worse than what happened in 2021 with the Chiefs? Who literally, I guess I'll change my opinion, choked. I think they choked worse in that 2021 run than in 07. Because to Trey's point, you watch that Giants game. It's not like Brady and them is afraid or being complacent.
No,
that Giants crew was just going crazy. Similar to Cam Newton, right? When Cam Newton's going against the Broncos, I don't think he's choking. He's getting his ass whooped by a great defense. If you're getting your ass whooped by a great defense,
also,
my only thing to go back to
the other part about that Cam game that don't get talked about is, as much as we talk about that, we talk about Lamar having his first playoff loss, and we talk about all them drops. Hey, y'all do me a favor. I know we all focus on that fumble, and I get it. He should have jumped on it. Go back and watch that game and count the drops and see how that changes the game. Just saying. Just go back and watch.
Well, so for me, okay, maybe if you want to say maybe using the word choke is too harsh, fine. But for me, because I just like Mahomes in 2021 when they were up 21-3 or whatever it was at half, just like and there's different levels, but Brady in 07 Brady in 07 is a little different too, because I just saw you drop 38 on these dudes.
Yeah, that was the other.
You dropped 38 on them before you got there.
Yeah, he did break the record on them. That is funny.
He broke the record on them.
They literally talked about how they changed everything after that game.
And that's fine. And then after that, and also with Peyton. So those 3 games, because those are the ones that we're kind of circling around. Those 3 games, when it comes to Peyton and Brady, I'm more so the fact that I feel like y'all underperformed. I'm not saying you got to be perfect and drop 35 on these dudes, but Peyton, y'all got 8. Brady, y'all got 14. Y'all should have been better.
But it's not worse than what happened with Patrick Mahomes in 2021.
You can say it's worse. You could say the Mahomes one is worse.
I will say,
because at least he blew a lead. That's to me. Blowing a 3-possession lead is always going to be worse.
But also, Dove too. With comparisons between Mahomes and Brady, Brady has more like, what the fuck are you doing compared to Mahomes? Like Mahomes, that one playoff game is what we criticize for because he choked. But there's also more chokes that Tom Brady has had in the play.
Like what?
Mark Sanchez, Joe Flacco, those games.
Yeah.
Again, he's going up against great defenses. Talking about Mark Sanchez, he's going up against.
Nah. If you
that wasn't a. What you mean? Those are great defenses.
So the Giants changed up their scheme, and that's why Tom Brady only scored 14 points in the Super Bowl, even though the expectation was that this team was supposed to be the best team of all time. But now we're going to add all this context. Then you do the same thing with the Bengals, because in the playoffs, the Bengals played really good defense. So if we're going to keep on doing that,
and Joe Burrow Mahomes and Chiefs was cooking them. And they got complacent and folded. They were cooking them in that first half.
I'll definitely give. Wait, Tom Brady has a blown 21-3 lead in the playoffs too. I didn't know that.
Yes, he does. Yes.
Who did he blow it to?
Pause.
Yeah.
I forget who.
That is.
I forget who it was too. I'm not gonna lie. I know he has done that before.
Was it Peyton?
Peyton Manning has a blown lead too.
Either Peyton or Flack. Someone said Colts. I think it was Peyton. He blew the lead to.
Peyton Manning?
Yeah, it was the Peyton.
Okay.
Damn, it was a Peyton. I didn't even know that. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Peyton owned Brady in the playoffs, by the way.
Oh, yeah, in 06. They were up 1-3.
Yeah. They had
talked about it, but Peyton owned Brady.
Oh, yeah, the coach started going crazy. Patriots finished with 34. They finished with 38. I got it.
Yeah, so I'm not – if you want to say the Mahomes one is worse because he blew the lead, I have no problem with that, because naturally a blown lead is worse than you just getting beat the whole time or underperforming, because you basically didn't either adjust in the second half or you took your foot off the gas in the second half. So naturally, if you want to say that,
I wanted my bad, GB. I want an example from Trent. Like, you talking about Joe Flacco? Which game did he fold against Joe Flacco in?
When Joe Flacco only threw 10 passes and didn't even complete 50% of them.
I forgot what year it was. I know he threw like 3
picks. Was it not the Joe Flacco Super? No, it wasn't the Super Bowl run.
No, it wasn't.
Are you talking about in 2009?
No,
when he threw 10 passes. He threw 10 passes in 09. Do you want to know what Ray Rice and Willis McGahee were doing?
Yeah, they went stupid. But also, Brady played like ass, too.
They had a 24-0 lead in the first quarter.
That's not a good thing on Brady. What?
No. This is how I know y'all don't understand situations. You do realize when they're running the score up like that, that means the offense gets one-dimensional, and you have to pass the ball way more and not be more balanced, which makes it easier for makes it easier for the Ravens defense to capitalize on that. Like, what are we talking about?
Go ahead. What did you say we're doing?
Bro, I don't know what we're doing because I hold Brady in a high regard. I don't know when we're going like, oh, it's one-dimensional. They know you're going to pass it, so it's going to be harder for Imagine we say that to Mahomes. Hey, man. They know you're going to pass the ball, so it's going to be harder on Mahomes. So if you don't do well, that's not your fault. Like, what are we talking about?
No, if a team's getting blown out,
well, Brady was playing ass too in that game.
They had 14. They had an 83-yard run the first drive. Literally, the first play was an 83-yard run. Brady's under center. Guess what? Goes to the defense that he had.
He Rodgers get never these excuses. On God, he never get these.
I give him those.
Wait, so when the 49ers ran down when
G-Baby tries to cook Aaron Rodgers for losing to the Giants. I say all the time that defense was trash.
I mean,
and they had like 38 points. So don't give me that bull crap.
What about Legion of Boom?
What about the Legion of Boom?
When they lost to them.
I don't criticize him that much for it. He went up against the Legion of Boom.
Oh, wait.
Weren't they up at the half, though? Weren't they up like 20, like 3 possessions?
Okay, hold on. We're having Gridiron revisionist history. All of y'all used to slander Aaron Rodgers for his playoff woes.
No.
You were one too, dog.
No.
You were one too.
No.
What you saying no for? And I'm dead serious. What you mean no?
No, bro. What are you talking about? I talked about.
Hey, Trent. I remember he used to be on J-Rob's side when they.
I talked about the most recent of games in which he had, which was crazy.
What about the 49ers game? What about the 49ers?
Which one?
So
the one that he.
Wait, you know what's so funny? There's a whole TikTok. When Aaron Rodgers lost to the 49ers in 2021, even though that 49ers defense was top 5.
He got cooked for that.
That game specifically is the reason why Aaron Rodgers would never beat Tom Brady, this and that, because he can't overcome good defense.
Yes.
Why you won't give him? So you give him a pass now?
Because Aaron Rodgers has shown a consistency of that. My whole thing with Aaron Rodgers is I hate it when people are trying to put him in the same tier of Tom Brady. What? That's it. I still think he's top 5. No, he was never. Maybe when Brady started aging out, when he was aging out, but Brady has always and will always be better than that fraud. And that's why I called him a fraud, because y'all want to put him in those conversations.
He was always
when Aaron Rodgers goes up against Legion of Boom defense, guess what? He doesn't perform well to what Tom Brady was doing to that Legion of Boom defense. But I never said that he's not a top 5 quarterback because of that.
Everybody on the panel used to slander Aaron Rodgers for his playoff goals.
They slandered him. But
you were part of that conversation.
I'm telling you, Trent, the reason I was slandering him was mainly because I got tired of people saying that he was near Brady. I always called him top 5.
Yo, the hindsight.
It's not hindsight. That's literally what happened.
It is hindsight. It is hindsight.
I'm telling you what happened. You can't tell me what happened.
Kill him. All right, G-Baby, I'm not tripping. We've been on Gridiron since day one. I'm not
tripping. G-Baby. I'm not saying I didn't cook him. I'm giving you the reason on why I was cooking him.
Even before you even brought up the Brady part, I remember all you used to cook Aaron Rodgers. I'm not like.
And I'm telling you why. And I'm telling you why. And I'm telling you why. And I'm telling you why I was cooking him. But I never thought that him and his playoff woes disqualified him from being in these conversations.
You didn't bring up the Tom Brady convo part till what's his name? Till the 2022 season came apart. That's when you started.
Trent, no.
I remember it. That's the whole clip of you saying it.
Trent, no. That's a clip, G-Baby. I mean, Trent. That's a clip. So, I'm telling you the words that was coming out my mouth, and you're not listening.
You missed
so dumb. Let's bring it in a little.
You're telling me. I hear your point. You're telling me that I did something. I said yes, I did that thing. And I'm telling you why I did that thing.
And I'm telling you personally, because I've been watching these Gridiron before I used to be on here as a regular panel. I remember all y'all before you brought up
because I remember go check and watch the beginning episode. I remember even saying this when we had the Aaron Rodgers. Huh? It's not a clip.
No, I'm saying when he goes to YouTube videos and goes to the old ones and clips it specifically to send it to you. That's what I mean. Not the ones that
you know me. I clip. You remember? You know, I never discriminated even myself. I'm not saying that. I'm telling Trent this. No, you can't bring me a clip when I admittedly clip things out of context every single time. You can't bring a clip into this when I tell y'all, even for myself, I make everyone look nasty.
I even said I remember y'all used to kill Aaron before you even used to bring up the Brady.
Oh my god!
Like, I remember every Gridiron episode damn near on Twitch. I remember these episodes. Y'all used to kill
Aaron Rodgers. Twitch days is crazy.
Before y'all even brought up the Brady, y'all used to kill Aaron Rodgers for the 49ers games.
I said all the time. I said I think it's wild that he never beat them. I said I think it's crazy. Do I think just because he didn't beat them that disqualifies him? No. But I was like, it's wild that he's 4-0. I always say
I want to bring it back
I want to
bring it back a little bit because Dub, you talked about them being down 21-0. So I went to the play-by-play. I wanted to see, they were down 21-0 in the first quarter. So I went to the play-by-play to see, what happened on them drives.
I was gonna say it. I was literally about to say it.
Yeah, the 83-yard touchdown, cool, and then Brady got sacked on third down by Terrell Suggs, -9 yards. Next drive, Willis McGahee. I don't think they threw a pass. Willis McGahee and Ray Rice.
They didn't throw a pass. They were cooking them. And then Tom Brady had a pass.
He fumbled. That's what happened. Tom Brady got sacked and got fumbled. So that's how they got that short drive.
Yes. Now let me ask you this: are you really going to trip off of Tom Brady getting sacked by Terrell Suggs and fumbling, bro?
Bro, come on, bro.
I'm not hearing that bullshit, bro. I'm not hearing that.
Hey, so I have a question. I have a question. Are you gonna trip on Lamar Jackson when he got sacked, fumbled by old dude on the Chiefs? What's his last name?
Menahu? I think
Yeah. Do you put that on Lamar for?
I think it depends on what it is. That play right there, I'm not tripping off of it. The defense made a good play. Like if the defense makes a good play, why am I criticizing the offensive player if the defense made a good play?
So I have another question. You remember that? You remember last year when he got strip sacked by the Giants, and they lost that game because the Giants were you on the side of that's not on Lamar, or were you killing him for it?
Let's watch the play because I don't remember fully. Let's watch the play right now. We'll watch it right now because we could watch it. Lamar Jackson fumble against the Giants. The Giants.
Because I remember. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Is it the one in the end zone? Because I think this one's in the middle of the field.
It was closer towards the end zone, yes, because the Giants got the ball. Because this is when the Giants came back, right? Or something like that to the extent. I remember this last year, because this is around the time Trent thought, the Giants was going to run the table or something like that, and then he lost $50. I remember it was around that time.
Yo, I ain't going to lie. They was down
this right here?
I just seen a mean, crazy Tom Brady pick. This pick was crazy as hell. I'm not going to lie.
They were, baby.
They were down 14-0. There's no excuse. I don't give a fuck what you're trying to tell me. They were
down
14-0.
He's throwing the ball.
Okay, you get that with me. You can throw it to the ops.
What?
Like, why are you throwing excuses because you throwing dots to the other team? Like, why do you do? Why do you do that? That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse, bro.
To me, it is. Fuck you.
That's crazy. To me personally, I think that's a crazy excuse, bro.
No, like it's situational football, bro. Like that's the craziest thing to me.
It was a PA boot. He threw it to the middle of the field, right to with the middle linebacker. It's a Stevie, right to the other ops.
I don't think that's on him. I don't think that's on him. I think that's a good defensive play.
Okay.
Do you play McCaffrey for fumbling? Or Pacheco?
Oh, what the fumble? Nah, that I'm not gonna lie. The way he got fumbled, I'm not blaming him for that fumble. There was like 3 bodies on him, and they punched. It
depends. So when do you blame the offensive player for turning over the ball?
It's something you have to watch. Not every time a fumble is because the offensive player did something bad. The defense, if somebody literally holding the ball very tight, or let's say if you're getting tackled by 2 defenders, because this is what happened by CFC. If you get tackled by 2 defenders and falling down, and a defender comes in and punches that hoe out, like that's a crazy play. I'm not looking at the offensive player crazy.
But you want to know why I am? Because they literally do that in practice. They teach you to run. They teach on you to do that. Like what? Hey, like what Melo say? Hey, what Melo say? Hey, I work on that though. That's literally what they do every day.
You said high and tight. That is what they teach you. High and tight. That's what
really the man. CFC is literally tackled by 2 people falling down.
Yes,
he's falling down.
They teach you that.
It's in G-Baby. It's in the position it should be.
He has to cover with 2. He didn't cover with 2
because he has 2 defenders on him. He's stiff arming. And right there, he's falling, and the defender comes in.
Hey, when I see 2 defenders on me,
let's watch it right now. We'll watch it right now. We'll watch it right now. Like, there's no way.
They teach that game.
That's good. That's just good defense. That's like saying, like, every time a player gets a ball blocked or stolen, then it's an indictment on them. No, that's stupid. It's not this. No, it's stupid. It's stupid. No, it's stupid. It's the same thing. That's basically what you're telling. Oh man, if somebody stole the ball from you, man, that's just a bad look on you, man. You should have gotten the ball stolen. Completely disregarding how good the defense is playing.
Sometimes that is on you. What you get your pick?
You said what?
If you get your pocket ripped, yes. Sometimes it is on you.
Yes, sometimes. Key word. Not every time.
Sometimes.
So if you get,
if I come out here trying to cross you up and get my pocket stolen, that is very much on me. That is very much on me. I shouldn't have lost the ball. Be better. The only times I can give you basketball, like when they, like literally when people come up from behind and they can't, and they literally can't see it coming. But even then, they teach them to work on that too.
Yeah, they teach you to have
just because they teach you
all the time.
Just because they teach you to work on something doesn't mean that thing isn't going to happen. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't going to happen, but it's your fault when it does.
Okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Just because bro, that's like, oh
they
my
teach
God.
You all the time when you're dribbling
that's
off
like,
the court to pay attention to the defender behind you. They teach you that all the time.
That's like, oh my God. That's basically you like saying, oh, they teach us on how to get into car accidents all the time. But if a car accident happens, that's just automatically your fault. No, because somebody could just be doing some dumb shit. No, it's the same. That's basically what you're telling me. You're basically telling me, oh yeah, we teach you on how not to get in a car accident all the time. But if you get in one, screw it. It's still your fault because you should have been in the first place. How are we talking about?
That is not the same.
Hey,
you want to know why it's not the same? Because there's a bunch of accidents that happen with factors that impair your thinking, like drunk driving, that like those are outside fact. Like this is completely different.
What are you talking, G baby? If somebody runs the red
on the field,
if somebody runs a red light or runs a stop sign and hits you, it's not your fault. You're telling me if you get blindsided and lose the ball, it's still their fault just because they teach you.
I didn't say blindsided and lose the ball. That's not what. That's not.
If somebody strip sacks somebody, he's about to throw the ball. They strip it out his hands.
You're bringing up examples that we weren't referring to. We're talking about CMC and he's running with the ball and he got stripped. No game. That's on you.
Look,
high and tight game
right here. Watch this. Like, how are you criticizing this? I don't understand.
I mean, fumbles happen. It's not the end all.
It happens.
I mean,
look,
yeah, you just
he has one. He has
that's not high and tight. That wasn't high and tight
at all.
That's not high and tight.
He has three.
That wasn't high and tight. That wasn't high and tight.
He has three. It's not high and tight. You're cooked.
He has three people on him. Look at that. You do realize what the defender did. That's the defender's hand.
When
he can't put it. He can't put it up there. It went. Watch this. Watch this. It went high and tight. The defender came in with his hand and put it down.
That's his.
You're cooked.
No,
it's right there.
Right here. You're letting another defender bring your arm down. That is a problem. What are you talking about?
He made a good move. He had it high and tight. The defender came in to tackle. He grabbed the ball and pushed it down.
If it's high and tight, it shouldn't come down that hard.
G baby, shut up, bro. Stop.
Trent, am I tripping? Trent, am I tripping?
But that's
if it's high and tight, a defender
like that, it should not.
If it's high and tight, a defender should not be able to arm tackle that ball out of your hands.
Facts.
Literally
like that should not be able to arm tackle that ball out of your hands.
And everybody in timeout, everybody knows as an offensive player, once you get in a situation where there's hella defenders there, you put the other arm on your fucking wrist.
Oh my God, bro!
He didn't do it.
It was one defender that game.
They had two hands on the ball every time they ran.
It was one defender. It was one defender that came, and then all of them came through. He had his hand on the lineman, and then as soon as he escaped the lineman, the defender just came in. Boom!
That's literally his fault.
That's not his fault.
That's his fault.
Oh my gosh!
That's not his fault.
So you're basically saying he got arm tackled. Because it came in with his arm. It's not like he hit him with the crown of his helmet on the ball.
It was high and tight. CMC's running. As soon as he gets past his lineman, the defender comes in and gets in there, bro.
With his what? His hand, right? Not his helmet. His hand, right? Right?
You said what?
Not his helmet. His hand, right? He got his hand on the ball, not his helmet, right? He didn't hit the ball with the crown of his helmet. He hit it with his arm, right?
Yeah, his hand.
In the middle of an arm tackle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a running back, you should not be letting an arm tackle. If you have that thing high and tight like you're supposed to, an arm tackle should not bring that ball all the way down to come out your hands.
It's a good defensive play.
And also, two things can be true at the same time.
Especially when CMC don't fumble the ball like that.
Two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah, a good defensive play taking
more of a good
advantage of a
play.
terrible offensive.
You know what's more of a good defensive play, Dub? I'll give you a perfect example. That's to me that would never be the offense fault. When you're running and you're about to be at the goal line and you dive for the play and the player punches it out, that's some okay, fine. That is a great defensive play because you're trying to score and you're right there to the touchdown. When you're getting,
you're not having it high and tight because you're extending. So naturally, there's not as much drill.
No. He shouldn't. No, he shouldn't have done that in the first place.
He couldn't have done that.
Everybody is taught when you get in tight situations, you still have to hold it high and tight, or you cover it with your wrist.
That's what he did.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Damn, bro. No, he didn't, bro. Like we saw what you're not. I'm not about to believe you. Like my eyes versus yours. I saw it. He didn't have it high and tight. He got that shit deep-low. He snatched the shit off his hand.
Watch. You're blind.
You're not showing it. You're not showing it. Oh, there we go.
Where's it at?
Hey, and then show when he gets his hand on it. Look how that little arm tackle brought that ball in.
Nigga, that's his fault.
So therefore, if the arm tackle brought that ball all the way down, you clearly didn't have it tight enough up there.
That's his fault.
You clearly didn't have it tight enough.
That's a good defensive play.
Come on.
That's a good defensive play.
I'm not gonna lie. You guys understand that.
That's a good defensive play. That's a good defensive play. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Hey, so Doug, you know when people pick off quarterbacks, those are great defensive plays, but it can also be the quarterback's fault in the same breath as well. Same thing here. Great defensive play, that's on CMC. It's your fault, game. Did your Michael put
when did you?
That's crazy. He left like that. Well, y'all be easy, man. We're gonna be out of here. We'll catch y'all back on Wednesday. Y'all have a good one. Like the video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Get you some Players' Choice merch. We'll be back here on Wednesday. Same thing. PressBox, Gridiron. Y'all be easy, man.
Yes, sir.